All right. Yeah, welcome everyone for this wonderful course on Oracle E-Business Database Administration. So thanks for taking your time. So our course, as I informed, it will be, it will be like a at least 3 months. What I'm expecting. So it may go to somewhere around November, December. But surely you will enjoy this course. So we have in this batch, a lot of freshers are there, a lot of experienced people are there. But the course will be, it goes little slow pace. We have to consider everyone. So for the people who are who are already been in this Oracle Apps DBA and would have attended my previous batches, would feel little uncomfortable. But yeah, but I always enjoy. I've been teaching for 15 years, but still there is always something to learn, something to learn every time. So that's pretty much. And the prereq for that, for this particular request is you have to be a good Oracle DBA. You need to be comfortable with table space creations, users creation, backups, recovery on a Linux platform, because Oracle E-Business, in most cases, it will run on Linux or a Unix platform. And this is like a product, this is like a product on an Oracle E-Business, on an Oracle database, right? So this week, we will go a little slow pace. Then eventually we'll pick up the speed. The first week will be like just like a like an introduction, just to understand the different terminologies, and we'll go through single node installation also. So I'll also show you how to install the operating system. So 12.2, the base 12.2 is only certified on is only certified on Oracle Oracle Linux 7x. It's not supported on 8x. You cannot directly install 12.2 on 8x. Literally last year I joined a new company, and the first exercise they gave me is, can you install 12.2 on 8x? And come on, with so much of experience, so much of things, and expectations they had, I couldn't do. I mean, there are so many errors, and finally I had to tell them that it is not possible with 8. We have to go on 7.9. Then they installed 7.9. The minimum requirement, if at all you need to go to Linux 8, is like it has to be 12.23. So that's the reason why we eventually we will install on Oracle in Linux 7.x, any version of 7.x. Then eventually we'll upgrade it and then move to 8. I'll be also going through upgrades also. We'll go. There are a lot of things you'll learn within this. Somehow yearly once I'll take this batch. I think last year we took this batch, which was very exhausting almost. That also was 3 months batch. So this year again, I'm every year I ensure that there are so many fans for me. Even I don't take. They tell me, Kishore, when are you taking this? You're going with cloud. But when are you starting this e-business DBA? But yes, I keep them. I keep that point and ensure that at least yearly once I take this. And this year has been very good for me. For one of the customer, last year ending and this year, for one of the customer, we moved for one customer to Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. There, okay, let me put up this because you will just understand what did I learn from 1 year. So let me put up that. So the customer had like 2 application tasks and like 1 database. Okay, and they had a load balancer. So load balancer, and actually they had 4 applications, right? Like this, they had on premises. This is an on premises environment, load balancer, and this was like app 1, app 2, app 3, app 4. They're on premises, okay? And they had a single node. It was not rack, but it was ASM, single single database is residing on ASM. Okay, ASM. So this was the thing they had. So load balancer, in few they had concurrent managers and everything. So they wanted to move to, and they were on 12.28. Let me put this very specific. Their Oracle applications was running on Oracle eBusiness 12.28. Right, and the database was running on most of the customers are like in this one only, and 12.1.02, right? Yeah, so this was their on-premises environment, right? So they gave this project for to move to cloud, and it was their first project, and I was the main person selected for this project, and I feel fortunate to get this project. So I was there from the beginning because I know Oracle eBusiness plus the cloud OCI. So I was involved right from the beginning phase. Very, very fortunate if at all you get a project where you can work from the beginning, from the scratch, right? You discuss with the clients, you take the requirements, right? You then what is the CIDR ranges you want, you create compartments, you create prod compartment, you create network compartment, you create a test compartment, right? So many discussions you are there with the client, and you set up a site-to-site VPN so that you can move data from your on-premises to cloud. So then what is the target? You can ask me what is the target, like what the target they wanted. So the target was exactly a copy, but a lot of changes. So let me move back to site. Okay, the target was, they wanted to only 2 application tiers, because here in the previous hardware they had limitations, but in OCI there is no limitations. So okay, and they wanted database. Actually we moved to ASM only, but slowly currently they moved from database on compute instance. So it means that it's there on file system. File system, and this was moved from 12.10 to 19C, and this was moved from 12C to 12.210. Yes, that was 12.210. So that was the thing, and database was 19.15, and this load balancer is here they were using F5 load balancer in the on-premises, but when it comes to OCI, we have software load balancer. So this was the thing, right? So we did a lot of lift and shift. We use RMAN to take the backup to the move to the object storage and then restore. Lot of learnings is there, right? So what did I learn here? Of course I've been teaching you a lot of time, but still this add node, because we did it in development, UAT, then test, every time this add node came. So sometimes you have to add the node, sometimes you have to remove the node, and after the clone again we need to add the node. So add node, remove node became a regular activity. The object storage was one thing. RMAN restoration from from the on-premises to cloud using the RMAN technique. So within 1 hour we brought up the database. Within 1 hour we brought up the database with less time. Then we upgraded the database and then application, and they are in live almost like 8 months over. Initial 2 months where a lot of performance issues were there. That is there always. Any place you go, after the go live, you will have some challenges. You have to just be on hold. Then eventually things got settled, and now everything is cool. But this was a really good experience for me. So now what are my day-to-day activities on this? So sometimes we have to clone. So I don't do. I did the initial time, but after that I hand over to my the guys who are working under me. So we do a regular clone, or there will be some patching. New patches will come, so there will be some issue. The functional testing people will do some testing on this application, so they may get a particular issue. Then they will open an SR. Then the patch will come. They have to apply the patch. So they have to apply the patch on the development. Then UAT. Then it goes to prod. So sometimes we have to apply the CPU patches, the latest CPU patches. So we use the OCI OS management, OS management, because all are compute. This is a compute instance. This is a compute instance. This was DBCS. but slowly they moved to compute. They moved to compute instance, which actually saved lot of money. They saved when they moved from DBCS to compute. It was like $100 per day. So once they moved to compute, it was only $10 per day. With high performance, we increase the, the cool thing about cloud is you can take a volume and increase the IOPS. So we moved from like 25,000 IOPS. It was just only by default, you may get very less IOPS. But you can increase on fly. You don't need to do a reboot or something like that. You can increase the IOPS, and that after that the performance was very cool. Like past 6 months, I'm just enjoying like a honeymoon. If everything is working well, that's all. So that is one thing. One thing what an what a Oracle Apps DBA plus a cloud combination will do. So in our course, initially we'll be installing 12.2. You cannot directly install 12.28. So you install 12.2. It comes with 12.102 database. Then we upgrade the database from 12C to 19C. That is a trend going on everywhere, because 12.102 is already post deprecated. I think there is no more certification matrix for 12.102. It is gone. So you may have to, most of the customers are moving to 90C. Almost what I see is like 70-80% are already moved, but still there's somehow customers still in 12C, even though there is no support. So they'll be moving to 19C, and applications also are different versions are there. Now the latest version is 12.212, but we went to 12.210. That was last year. So I will not go through so many things what we are going to learn, but we'll go step by step. Baby steps we'll do. Initially, I have a very good course material. I need to thank somewhere where I got the latest 12.29 software. I mean, this is the training material from Oracle Education material, which I'll be sharing you. So I'll be going through this. It has been a lot of. So I'll go through this. Initially, we'll go for the first topic today. So what I'm going to cover this week. So this is a small chapter today. What I'm going to cover. Then I'll be showing you how to install Oracle Linux. I have a system where I have like I already installed for the current demo. I already installed. I have a 12.29. 2 years before I installed it, I just started the service because I need to cover the first chapter. But I'll be showing the complete installation. Anyone can do this installation in your system. If you don't have system also, you can take a 1 month free account with Oracle Cloud Infrastructure in OCI, and directly you can get like 12.28 with 12C, and practice it. The best is you can install from the scratch. But hey, come on, Kishore, I don't have a system to practice. Then the other option is one of our student. I'm not sure whether he's there. Anjan, yeah. So Anjan is there. We have in the OCI. There's from the marketplace. You can have this 12.28, 12.102, and you can you can upgrade it. But Oracle gives you 1 month free trial, so you can use that and practice your upgrade, right? But I just have to tell you, thanks for everyone for attending. But lot of hands-on should be there. So then it's then it becomes a cool life for you. So you put the effort, you'll be more confident on that. So that's been success for me. Whatever comes, what I do first, initially I practice in my home. It gives like a workshop for me. It gives a big workshop for me. Like I have I do everything here. Then I go to the customer site, and then I do that. There I do some mistakes. So eventually I pick up. And the beauty is I prepare a good notes for anything. What I do is I prepare a very good notes, and I just go on improve on that note. So this notes actually, if you see, this has been started around 2013, 10 years old document, and it is gone for version to version. So now I am I'm going with 12.2 with actually 8 texts we are going to go. So Yeah, it will be 8x. So like that, I prepared a document. This is around 128 pages document. So for just for installation, right? So yeah, sometimes you may get this installation is not a day-to-day activity. Your regular activities will be different things, but you start with the course with the starting with installation. So by next week, 1-2 weeks, try to complete this installation and keep the instance ready so that we can take it from there, right? So that's pretty much about this. So thanks for, there are so many guys who are there, who are fresh, who are new to this batch and who are experienced to batch, and I welcome everyone. I'll not take an introduction now. We'll go slow by slow, as promised, with the first session for this week. So what I do is I will be starting with this Oracle e-business. Right. We'll be starting with this one. The first topic is Oracle e-business overview. Right. So what you'll be learning after learning this, after completing this lesson, you should be able to describe Oracle e-business suite, the home page, what is an HTML interface, what is a forms interface. We will describe the basic architecture. We'll identify the technology stack and database, what is a concurrent processing for a product, what is a product families, and what is a vision demo database. So these are the topics what we are going to cover in this. So introduction to Oracle e-business database. So as I told you, it is like a product, like SAP is one competitor, like that. For Oracle Financials is one of the very successful product from Oracle e-business. There are so many products, like in one of the thing is Oracle Financials, Oracle HRMS, Oracle CRM, Oracle Supply Chain, Manufacturing, Public Sector, and Application Technology Stack. It is an ERP. So what is an ERP? Here you're not going to build anything from the scratch. It is already built. So that way our life is little more comfortable. So because if you are an Oracle DBA, you may have to build everything from the scratch, and you'll be totally involved in performance tuning. Someone will write a code and you need to do a performance tuning. But here, why I liked actually Oracle e-business is because it's a product. So, and if any errors or issue comes up, I can open an SR and talk with the Oracle to resolve my issues. So that was one of the things why I choose an apart from financial, apart from money what you get as compared to Oracle DBA, one of the reasons why I choose this is a readily available product. So which is already built. You just have to just work on the upgrades and new things. So it comes with so many products, and in one of them is this Financials, which is very famous, which is a successful product from them. So we have database behind. We have the database. So now the latest version is Oracle 19.19c. At my customer place, I'm in 19.15. So we also have product files. Product files means, as I told you, it's a product. It's an ERP. So there's like accounts payables, account receivables, general ledger, inventory, invoice. So these are all products. Do I need to know this? No, I don't need to know about all these products. Yes, there are some products. So my work is not to know all of these products. It's more of a functional people, but I need to be very strong in the database side, and how to apply patches and how to do an upgrades in those areas. I need to be strong. So let's read this. Say Oracle e-business suite is integrated software that provides a complete solution to the business needs of an enterprise of all types and sizes. Oracle e-business suite product provides services for particular business areas such as inventory or account receivable. And Oracle e-business suite includes component applications such as application technology. So this is not it is a part of Oracle e-business. There is no customer who is using this. Like Financials, there are some customers. CRM, there are some customers. Supply chain, HRMS, manufacturing projects. But these are all the families. These are all families actually. This comes under like a family. But these are all products like account payables, account receivable, general ledger. These are all products. Okay, these are all the families. Okay, just a minor difference between that. So once you log in, once you log into Oracle application, as I told you, already application is there and it is connected to a database. So that's why it's called an ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, I guess, ERPS. So you just log in, you get a navigation window, and you have some, a different favorite settings and work list. And once you log in, you'll find it. So after you log into Oracle e-business, the first page the user sees is the Oracle e-business homepage, which provides a consistent look and feel across all e-business product. That is correct. So even though you move from one product to another product, the look and feel is exact the same. Like, when you move from, one product to another product, these are all the, navigation. And here you can go to one product, another product, but the look and feel will not change. The Oracle e-business suite homepage provides seamless navigation to all areas of system, and is a starting point for accessing both the HTML interface and the forms interface. So we'll be knowing there is something called HTML Impress. This is an HTML interface. This is something like the HTML interface. There's also something like a forms interface, a traditional, what we call traditional forms interface, what we have, as well as a business intelligence application. So once you log in, you have something like a work list, whether a manager will approve or reject. You have a navigator, you have some settings, you have like favorite. So why not I show you a live thing? As I told you, I have like 2 years before, I have this 12.29 application with 12c database. So I have a backup. So whenever I want, I just start the thing. So like, here, once you log in, you get a username and password. So by default, it is like sysadmin, and you log in. Right. So this is what he was showing you in the screen. So we have navigation where we can move, where we can go to different products. Like, we have system. We are system administrators. We mostly go to system administrator as an apps DBS. If at all we need to go to concurrent processing server, we go here. And here what it is, this is the favorites. So suppose some if you can select some of the things and you can add to the favorite, so that next time you don't need to go to each of them. So here there are settings like languages you want to change. So if you have any workflow notification, right now here, if you see, this is blank, but in a real time, workflow is something like, a manager will approve or reject, just like a just like a leave application. You apply for a leave. So once your manager logs in, he will approve or reject it. So just like that, here we call like a work list. Work list. Okay, as I told you, there is like two types of interface. One is an HTML interface and one is a forms interface. So if you see this, so this is like an HTML interface. Now this is all like, this is plain HTML running on, just running on basic Apache. But there is also something like a forms interface. That's what we are going to discuss. So we have this HTML interface, right? What it does, it provides a fast and accurate information, reduces paperwork, minimizes administration cost, increases organizational responsiveness, provides simple, approachable interface, requires very less training. So these are all interfaces. So we really don't need to understand anything about this. Just we need to understand that, oh, there are two interfaces. One is an HTML interface, one is a forms interface. So yeah, so if you see this, this is a simple example. So this is this is our Oracle application manager, and this is a dashboard. We have different tabs. Everything's HTML here. Everything's HTML. So you have this web browser. You have HTTP server powered by Apache, HTML, XML files. You have JSP, Java Beans, servlets, Oracle database. Behind the screen is Oracle database, right? So this is what is an HTML interface. There is also something called a forms interface. This has been there from way back from 2007 onwards, when they introduced a forms interface where you can do sort of a data entry, like a general ledger, account payables, account receivables. So Oracle offers a flexible, powerful system for professional administration users, provides a very responsive interface that is optimized for high volume use. optimizes production reporting. Yeah. So basically the end users, say, you have built the system, finally there will be end users. Who are these end users? So there may be a general ledger user, or somebody who creates invoices, right? So they just feed in they just feed in these invoices, they create this records, and after that they save the record, it goes to the database. So those are the people who will be using this forms interface. We also have some forms interface, but basically ultimately the system is for the end users. They will be proficient in that. And if you understand what is this Oracle e-business, it's just like a file system cabinet. So in earlier days, we used to maintain everything in books, like traditionally, if you go way back to 1970s and all, we were all maintaining everything in a book, a general ledger book they called. But now, instead of that, we are maintaining in a system, and all your information is stored in a database. So long ago, in a books they used to write everything, and now you have an interface by which you can feed in the data, and that will be saved in database, right? Right. So this is like a forms interface. Yes. So this is like a forms interface, an example of a forms interface. Yeah. One of the key application tier software component used by Oracle e-business suite is the forms interface, right? Which mediates between the forms client. You have a forms client, a Java applet running on a desktop, and the Oracle database server. So you have basically a client interface, right? So there this is a Java, this is what is a Java applet running on a desktop machine, where the end user can, feed in the, entries, right? So Oracle e-business architecture. So this is like the first topic gives you introduction about all the topics what we are going to cover at we are just covering at a high level, but we'll be seeing a deep. Everything is one chapter about its own. So your Oracle e-business suite is like a dual file system. It's called now, it's a dual file system. Right from 12.2, they introduced this dual file system. So you have something called a run file system and a patch file system, which we are going to discuss. This is a dual file system. So run file system will be used by the end users, and patch file system is for whenever we apply the patch, the patches will be applied here, right? So it contains basically a forms files. These are all files actually. Forms, report files, concurrent programs and scripts, HTML and Java. So everything will be stored here. This is almost an exact copy of your run file system. And your database. And your database will have the database components like tables, right? Indexes, materialized views, index, all this will be stored here. And also code objects. Code objects means packages, procedures will be there. See, in worldwide, if you take any application, it is the same. You have a database, you have an interface. You take an airline example. Airline also will have the same thing. So they will have a terminal. You would have gone to airport, and they would have opened the terminal and they were feeding the data. So they may use any application. It could be forms, it could be anything. So they just feed in the data about the passenger, and the passenger information is been stored in the database. Any application you take, you have a front-end interface and you have a back-end database where the database is stored, right? Right. So we have a dual file system, forms that allow interactive entry. So basically the forms is for data entry. I always compare to like a data entry, just like how in airlines, the front-end assistant whoever is there, who fills in the data. Same like here also, you have a forms interface where you can feed the data. There is something like a reports. Yes, ultimately, sometimes, right, they want to see that on this day, on this flight, how many passengers have traveled from this location to that location. So they will be running some query. They'll be running some query, and by which you can generate reports. So any application is the same thing. Like they feed in the data, ultimately they want to see the reports. Sometimes some customers may have some month-end reports, right? So yearly reports. So there will be some batch programs, right? So these are all like concurrent programs that provide high volume, non-interactive update of the data. So sometimes you may have to run some concurrent programs. Concurrent program is like, for example, a report is like an active users, active responsibilities. So these are all like concurrent programs. So once you run a program, it goes to the database, gets the data, and generates a log file, generates a output file, right? Then the end user can see the output, right? So that's what is concurrent. What here in this Oracle e-business, they gave a name called concurrent programs. So apart from that, there are some programs and SQL scripts for maintaining the system. You also have HTML, XML, Java. So we really don't need to know, you don't need to know HTML or XML. So those are all not our activities, because this is a product. So there are so many people who are working. There are some developer team, there are functional people, there are databases, there are database administrator, there are project managers. So where do we stand? So we are all Oracle e-business administrators. So our activities are totally different. So when you see this thing called XML, should I know XML? No. So hey, this is Java. Hey, do I know? No, not necessary, right? So plus your database. So basically your database is made up of tables, indexes, then also you have some code objects like synonyms, packages, procedures, right? Triggers. So those are all the things what is there in a particular database, right? Oh, this is pretty cool stuff. So here he is explaining you the architecture. It's a 3-tier architecture. So the first component is a database where the customer data is stored. Then you have a middle tier called a Fusion Middleware Server, where you have web services, form services, Java application services, and concurrent processing server to run the programs. And we have a laptop. This is the front end desktop user. From the laptop, he runs the URL. It goes to application. He feeds some data. That data goes to the database, right? So this is what he was telling the client applet in the one of the previous screenshot is very mentioned. So like that. So typical 3-tier architecture, the Oracle e-business suite is a framework for a multi-tier distributed computing that supports Oracle e-business products. In this model, various services are distributed among 3 levels. 3 levels or tiers, what they call. A tier is a logical grouping of services potentially spread across more than one physical machine. Yes, so this can be in one machine. You can have your database and application in one machine, or most of the companies, they will not have like that, especially production machine. They will have database in separate machine and application in one another machine. As I told you in the beginning of my class today, like for example, I told you that my on-premises customer had something like this. They had 4 application tiers, right, and 1 database. So this is like 5 nodes. So you can assume that this customer is having 5 nodes are there, right? So yeah, so here he has given 1 application. So like that, some customer can have 1 application, they can have 2 applications. That all depends upon their activity, their activities, right? Correct. So the 3-tier architecture that comprises Oracle e-business installation is made up of client tier. Client tier means your laptop. From the laptop, like you go to a laptop and say www.google.com, amazon.com. So basically you're entering some URL. So that URL is going to some application tier, and that you feed in some data. Like for example, you're purchasing some item in Amazon. So finally, that record goes and sits in the database server. It's just like that. I'm just making an example for you. So the client is a desktop tier, provides the user interface via an add component to a standard web server. So then the application tier supports and manages the various Oracle application suite components. The tiers are like web services, form services, Java application services, and concurrent processing server. Then we have our database. So this is very 11G. But nowadays nobody's there 11G. Already they moved to 12C. Now they are moving to 19C, right? So who is going to do all these upgrades? We, apps DBS, will be doing these upgrades. Like I given an example, like we moved from 12C to 19C and from 12.28 to 12.210. So those type of things will be involved. All right. Right. So we have a technology stack database. So at the bottom, we have this database, and we have something called a technology stack, where we have two components. One is the WebLogic server and the traditional Oracle application server. So they introduced this WebLogic server from 12.2 onwards. This Oracle application server, forms and reports, it's there from like way back from 2007 when they introduced their first product 10.7 onwards. They had this product Oracle application server, just little bit version changes, but otherwise the forms and reports are still the same, and they are not changing also. The reason being, uh, it is more comfortable, it is more standardized, it has been from generations is working, so they are not changing this Oracle application server. Only that they added this WebLogic server from 12.2 onwards. And we have different products. What are these products? Account payables, account receivable, general ledger. These are all the different products. Yeah, in your Oracle database, your customer data will be stored. Okay, that is what is this topic. Right. What is this concurrent processing server? Right. What is this concurrent process server? It's basically, it's like, you want to run a report. So they just given a name called concurrent processing server. Right. So you have forms where you can, where you can do a data entry. Right. But there are some report requests. So that is being taken care by this concurrent processing server. They normally run in a background. That you run a report, you don't need to wait. It will be running in a background. Typically reports on or updates large volume of data. So there may be some batch programs, right? So normally what we do is whenever we doing some maintenance, we put there will be some scheduled programs. We put those requests on hold. So we complete the maintenance and again we release those jobs, right? So because when you're running some maintenance and you're doing some maintenance and you don't stop these jobs, then you kill the jobs. So that will create more havoc. So that's the reason whenever there's a maintenance, we hold these jobs. We see that there are no concurrent processing are running, then we shut down the we shut down the application. You may carry out long running tasks, they run on a concurrent processing server. So this concurrent processing, there is nothing like a separate concurrent processing server. They run on the application tag. Some customers, what they do, they run like a PCP configuration where they run in one machine, one application, they run concurrent process server. Another machine also, they run one more application server. That comes under a PCP. But yeah, there is nothing like a concurrent processor. The name they're given is a concurrent processing server. And also they can run simultaneously with online programs as well as other concurrent programs. Like, no, you don't need to wait for one program. Like, you run a program and after that you want to run another report, you run. So we are not like tied up to do that because it runs in a background, right? So I may need I may need a report like how many passengers have been traveling from this flight to from this place to other location. Immediately I want another report. Oh, I just need what is the revenue I'm getting. So another report you run. So you don't need to hold. So you don't need to hold for previous concurrent programs. So any reports requirements comes under concurrent processing server. So we also do the installation. Installation is not like a day-to-day activity. In most of the companies, it's not a day-to-day activity that every day I install Oracle e-business. Come on, no. It's a it's a one-time job. But you need to be comfortable. You need to be comfortable with installation because you start from the scratch. Normally, the Linux installation in most of the companies, it will be done by done by the separate team. They do the Linux installation, they apply the packages, and you tell them that I need so much of space. They do that. But if at all you want to do from your home, then you do from the scratch. And that was one of the biggest things for me. That and because I have to train you, and I always recommend most of you to do from the scratch, right from installation of Linux, then allotting the space, then downloading the software, then installing it, right? So we have something called a rapid install. It's just the name they're given, just like a universal installer, they're given a name called rapid install, by which you can install configure the components needed for your Oracle e-business system. And the cool stuff is it installs the database, it installs the application. It's not like, like SAP, like, you install database separately, you install CRM application separately. I just worked once on an SAP instead. It is everything, every product is a little separate. I'm not sure how it is changed now, but for every product we have to install separately, CRM separate like that. But here the cool stuff is, in one, you just configure it and run it. All the entire database is installed, all the applications, Oracle Financials, Oracle CRM, Oracle HRMS, everything is installed in one attempt. What the customer selects, it is up to him. But by default, there is nothing like a separate software for separate, families. Like Oracle CRM, okay, you have to install like this. Hey, Oracle Financials, you have to install like this. There is nothing like that. No, there is only one software, and this using this rapid install, all of them will be installed for you. Apart from that, if you want to do some licensing, some extra thing, you can do that. Apart from that, if you want to allow some more languages, you can do that, right? And yeah, so automates so installs and configure all components needed for Oracle e-business system. Automates most of the steps is required to install, like a space, like how much space is required, whether all the packages are installed, whether I'm able to ping to the current machine. And you can do a single node installation and an advanced installation. So what is the single node installation? So let me put up. So like, you have a server, a node, what we call here, and we are putting our database, right? We put our database, we put our application, we put our database and an application in one machine, which we are going to do, which everyone have to do, is called a single node installation, standard installation. Okay, it's a standard simple installation. So first you will start with a small installation, then you go for an advanced installation. What is advanced installation? So you have one application tag, you have two nodes now. Now you have two nodes, right? So you have two nodes. So here you are, this is the database. So first you install database in one machine, right? Then you install application in another machine, then you install application in another machine, right? So a simple installation, advanced installation, it goes and goes. In advanced installation, you have like some customers may need many applications. Sometimes they need database in a rack system. So it goes, there is no limit for this, right? But with my experience, if you know single node installation, and if you know at least a simple two node installation, where your application tag and your database separate on two nodes, at least you would have covered 90% of the customers. I can tell you, at least 90% of the customers are in this. So if you know single node installation and if you know two node installation, you are covering 90% of the worldwide customer. Remaining 10% are like they may have two applications, or the database is running on rack, or they may have 4 applications. So it becomes more and more complex. That slowly you can eventually, with your experience, you can get through. But at least at the base level, you need to know this one. So allows you to select languages and corresponding character set. Yes, while installation, I can select American English, or if you are installing for a UK, you can select separate different language. If you're installing for a Chinese customers, if you're installing for Arabic customers, so you have separate languages where you can select. And most of the certification issues, whether it is compatible or not, so those types are eliminated by this software called rapid install. So what are the things which are being installed for you? So it installs the database. By default, it is written 11G R2, but 12102. 12102 is what it installs. The base 12.2 will install a Oracle database 12102. It installs application tar 10123. If you can upgrade it, but yeah, by default it comes with 10123. The where your Oracle forms and reports will be there. Then also it comes with an Oracle Fusion middleware 11G, which includes Oracle WebLogic server. It comes with a WebLogic server also. So basically 3 components. One is a database, one is an application tag, one is a forms tag. Right. And as I told you, there is something called product families and product. Are they both same? No. No. Are both same? No. Product families means like you can compare like a sum up of some products are becomes a family. So a company may a customer may want to, or a customer or a client may buy Oracle Financials. So financials means what? Surely it will have products like account payables, account receivables, inventory. So similarly, manufacturing, if you take, they may have products like bill of materials. If you take HRMS, then payroll product. So each family is made up of of products. Each family is made up of products, right? So product family is made up of products. That's what is my understanding. Yeah, see, just like that. Each component application may contain number of products. For example, payables, receivables, general ledger are three of many members of financial product. So it means that your financial product will have payables, receivables, general ledger. There are like 200 plus applications, but financials will use these three or more than that. But simple, they're just given three as an example. Right? So there is like abbreviations, for abbreviation, there are, as I told you, there are some 200 applications. There are some 200 applications. So each of these applications will have a short name and a full name. Like INV is an inventory, AR means an account receivables, GL means general ledger. So should I know this? Yes, it is better to know this, because in when you go at the customer places, sometimes they say GL, sometimes they may say general ledger, right? So better to know to start with slowly. So sometimes if you don't understand, you can ask them, hey, can you apply this patch on general ledger? Sometimes they may tell. We may not need to know whether it's general ledger or anything, because the patch is a patch. Right. Okay. So this is a particular table where in the table you can find all of this information. So there is something called a product registration. To simplify maintenance, the database objects and the file system components for all the Oracle e-business suite products are installed. See, this is what I was telling you. Actually, I like this. I like this thing, because all Oracle application products are installed for you. Like, I want financials, so please only install financial products. No, 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 no. He will not do like that. Oracle will not do like that. He will install everything for you. So when you install Oracle e-business suite, you use the rapid install screen to register the products you intend to implement. So there is a license status of dependent products is automatically marked as shared or installed according to your product. So what happens is there is a product registration screen where you select, I want this product, I want this product. So there is nothing like a license key. There is nothing like a license key where I like you install Microsoft, where you enter the license key. There is nothing like that here. Just the client and Oracle have an agreement, and I saw that they have a spreadsheet where they say that you can use all of these products and what is the cost and everything. It's very heavy. It's a big money there. So they have to use only those products. They cannot use any other product. If you use other product, you will be caught for licensing. Going against the licensing, right? But what I'm telling you is, today I want to work on Oracle Financials. Tomorrow I want to work on Oracle CRM. So when I want to use Oracle CRM, it's not that again I need to do installation. No, all of them are installed for you and kept it. All are installed, all are installed for you and kept it. And tomorrow, if you want to license some new product, you can always license it. That's the beauty of these Oracle applications. After you install Oracle e-business, yeah, that is what I was telling. You can use a license manager to register any additional products you wish to implement. That is what this is. This is very nice line. Like, this year I'm using this. First year I started with Oracle Financials. After 2 years, I wanted to go with Oracle HRMS. After that, I want to go for CRM. You just have to go to License Manager and register the additional product. So the what I learned from this particular slide is, boss, I do this installation. All my products are installed for me. they don't separate it. They don't separate it for you. That's the cool stuff what we have in this Oracle applications, right? So why like that? Why like that? Why Oracle has to do that? Why Oracle has to do that is there is some product dependencies. So that's why they cannot, they cannot give you whatever you need. Because if you see in the screen, inventory is dependent on GL. GL is dependent on AR, account receivables. Account receivables is dependent on, FND, right? Application object library. So everybody is dependent. Each is dependent on this. So that's the reason why they have to, that they have to give you all of them. So the products that make Oracle E-Business Suite are tightly integrated. So some products are on components from, some products depend on components from other products called dependent or shared products, right? For full functionality. So the slide shows that GL is depend on application object library in Oracle receivables. Inventories depend on FND and GL. So receivables depend on FND inventory. So you just have to understand that how each product is depend on other. That's the reason Oracle, this Oracle E-Business installation is been installed for me, and all the products are installed for you, right? So plus, there are two types of installations. One is like a fresh installation, which will be using for customers, which will be using for customers. But there is also something called Vision Demo Database. What is this demo database, Vision Demo? Why it's called demo? This is just to validate the application for training purposes, or your functional people, they just want to install the Vision Demo Database, just like a Scott and Tiger. People who have started their life as an Oracle DBAs, they know there's a schema called Scott and Tiger, and the table called department, employee. You run some queries. Everybody has gone through that. Same equivalent, we have something like a Vision Demo Database. They've taken a fictitious company, some random company, and they build everything. That's why the database size is huge for this. But this is not a real production system. You cannot use this for production because this is already data is there. For one random customer, they build everything and given you. So most of them, they use like a reference, and then they use something like a fresh database is there where they build the system. So that will be the fresh database, what we call. So it is just like a demo purposes. It simulates the real production configuration. As such, it can be updated and maintained using Oracle E-Business. You can use the Vision Demo as a testing and a training environment. I've seen a lot of functional people, they want to do some training, and there are some, some of the users want to know about general ledger, account receivables. So they use this one. They have a laptop. In the laptop, they'll be installed. They will install this Vision database, and they give the training, right? You can also use it for learn about new products to help decide whether you want to expand the number of e-business suite. It is not for us, whether I want to go for a new product. That is normally not an apps DBA activity. But the functional people, if they want to learn something like a new product which came, they want to explore it, they can use for a Vision Demo Database, right? But you can use for like upgrade. You can install a Vision Demo Database, and you can practice for an upgrade. Why? Because this has some data. So these are some data you can use for your upgrades. Okay. So that's pretty much what I have in this particular session. So this is just a starting thing. So okay, now let's start discussing. Any queries on this particular session? So you can be very comfortable with me. Any queries you ask, I'll be very happy to very happy to tell you. Any simple silly question also. I like more interactions. A lot of you know this. We have a WhatsApp group where I've added all of you. So we have to learn. For whatever passion, for whatever career prospects, what you're looking. And right. So you have any queries? Any of you? Yes, no, yes, no. Hello, everybody's like a silent.
No query, Kishore. The only thing is just when you will be sharing the software for download.
Yeah, software. Yes, I'll be going through that. from eDelivery will be downloading.
Okay.
I'll not share the software because that's a 50 GB software. So I'll show
Okay.
you how to download it. So we are going with 12.212 this time. So I'll be showing you
Okay.
from where you can download and everything, right? I'll go through the steps. Yeah, Sridhar, you had something to. You opened it, unmuted, and came out.
Good morning. Yeah, Kishore, all good. So I'm good. Thank you.
So your son Sahil Volumineni,
You want to say something? That's okay. If not, that's okay too.
right? Your son, right? Sahil Volumineni.
Sahil is my son. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Yeah.
doing good. Oh man, you have that American accent. I have been hearing your dad from almost 15 years. So
Yeah.
hey, here we have a junior Sridhar, and we are hearing your voice. So glad, just just be in this. Whether you like this or not like this, but just listen for a few days. If you like it, just like it's like a game in our life. Sometimes we go for cricket, sometimes we go for football, sometimes go for tennis, and something will click for us, and you become passionate on that, right? So it's same like that. So you're just getting introduced to something like a new product. Somehow I believed during my time, I believed this. I was also like mingling with different products, SAP, Oracle E-Business. Somehow I selected it, selected this product, Oracle E-Business, and after that, I got experience in that. Luckily, there are a lot of customers, clients came. So it's not just learning. After that, you need to be lucky to work on that, whether it's Oracle E-Business, and after that now a cloud or it's AWS or anything. You have to get an opportunity to explore it, and your time should also be good. So luckily for me, this time has really worked for me, and I could explore it, and now I'm also able to train other people. But as I told you, yes, this is a product easy to understand, but fundamentally initially I told that you need to have a good Linux skills, and then an Oracle database. Then comes this Oracle Apps DBA. So your dad can, he knows more about it. He can help you with that remaining two things. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
No problem. All right. So minimum system requirements, if you want to have in a system, yes. So at the minimum, you can have like 16 GB, 16 GB with 1 TB SS, 500 GB minimum. If you ask me, minimum, right? But my system, I have a system with like this is my machine. Okay, let me tell you what is my machine and all, because one guy, the entire course he didn't understand. So that's the reason why I want to stress what is my system. The entire course was completed, was telling me that what is your system and how actually it's been. See, I'm able to communicate to my system through a PuTTY interface, through a Mobiterm, what am I using, right? So I have, my machine is something like, okay, here you go. So I have a 64 GB RAM machine with couple of hard disks, a couple of hard disks. I think I have like different pieces. Yeah. So I have a lot of hard disks here. I have 512 GB RAM. I have 4 terabytes for my software. I have like 2 terabytes SSD. So around 6.5 terabytes I have here. So normally my entire software, all the software I stored, I put it in my 4 GB. It is because this is much faster. I use this 512 GB SSD, or I use this 2 terabytes, right? So this is my host machine, and my host machine is Linux. My host machine itself is Linux. Okay. Yeah, my host machine itself is Linux, is running on 7.9. Then how am I connected? You may ask me, how am I connected to my machine from my laptop? Okay, so I have like a router. Airtel is what I'm using. It's there in my hall. I'm giving this training from my bedroom, right? So I connected this router. I connected this router to my machine, which is there in my hall. Okay, I have another two more machines are there, but currently, okay, let's focus on. So then I have my laptop, right? So I'm in wireless, right? I'm in my, I'm using my wireless, right? Right. Yeah, so yeah, this is a router, Airtel router. And from a router, I'm connected to this machine, and from my laptop, through I'm able to access my machine. So you can, if you are not having two machines, you can have one machine. You can have one machine, and you can install. You can install Oracle VM, Oracle Virtual Machine. I think I have this installed on my laptop, but I don't use it. Yeah, you can install this Oracle VM box. If you have your own, only one machine I have, then how to do that? You can have your, Oracle virtual box installed, virtual box installed, and you can install Linux, because we only give training on Linux, right? So you can install the virtual box either Windows or Linux. But what did I do? Because my host machine is, my host itself is Linux. So I have, on top of it, I've installed, VM box. What is this VM box? VM box is like, you can create multiple VMs, right? Multiple operating systems. I can create, I can create a Windows operating system. I can create. So this is my host machine. This is my host machine, which I'm accessing through this VNC. So then, I have something called a VM box. So it is like, these are all different VMs. These are all like, different VMs, right? So if I can have Windows, I can have Linux also. So, right. So if I want to start anything, I can, I can do this, right? Yeah, this is basically my thing. Any queries on this? Because a lot of have the different challenges. Like, one of the student could please share course curriculum. Yeah, sure, I'll share for you. Just send me email. I will share it for you, right? So anything about this, like, how do I install anything? You let me know. Okay. So today, okay, so this is about my machine, what I was telling you, and we'll go through course contents. I'll be sharing you for the students who are interested, and then finally, yes. So this 10 years old. Okay, I'm in 7.9 actually. Yeah, 7.9. So this 10 years old document has been getting updated every year. So this is what I was telling you. So I have a host machine. It could be Linux or it could be Windows. Okay, I have here 64 GB RAM, right? And what you can do, so that's what I created. You can create a guest. You can create a guest machine with whatever the Linux, with minimum 16 GB RAM and like 300 GB hard disk. Software also you need 45 GB, right? So all that. So you can this is the minimum requirement you can have. So what are the softwares required? You need a virtual box software. You need a Linux. So Oracle E-Business software at 12.2, right? Initially you cannot directly install 12.212. You basically need base 12.2. Then only you have to, then only you can upgrade it. Right, then you need a VNC viewer. So this is like something like a VNC viewer. Whatever I'm accessing, this is like a VNC viewer. And there will be some softwares like WinSCP, PuTTY. I'm using Mobiterm, but you can use PuTTY also. Some people call PuTTY. And WinSCP is like for transferring the files from Windows to from Windows to Linux machine. You WinSCP in order to do some maintenance. In order to do some maintenance, you can use this PuTTY. So this is like, I'm able to connect to my machine. I'm able to do a shutdown. I'm able to, do a lot of things. So that one I can, so those things I can do from a Mobiterm or a Putty session, right? Okay. And the good thing is all of them are free. You don't need to buy anything. Everything is freely available. You can download them and do this. Okay. Right. So where do you get the VirtualBox? Yes, you can go to, if you are on a Linux machine, you can get it. It's an RPM. If it's a Windows machine, you can install either a Windows 10 or Windows 11. You can install VirtualBox 6. You go for 6. Where do I get my Linux software? You can go to edaily.oracle.com and you can search for Linux. So you will get that version. Let me see if I'm able to access this. Right. So this is the one Oracle delivery where you can get everything. Like, I want to go for Linux, right? So you need both versions. Initially, you may need 7.9, and then eventually you can go for 8.x eventually, because now most of the customers are already moved to Oracle 8.x. So the customer where I'm working, they are working on 8x. Last year I would have told no, don't go to 8.x. But my previous experience in one of the customer was everything. Like I know I did Oracle e-business on on 8x, OAD, OAM, everything on 8. Everything was on 8x only. Then now I also got confidence that yes, we need to go with 8x. Hi, Srikanth. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, eventually.
Yeah, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, sir. Thank you for asking. How are you, sir?
Hey, good. Right. So if you need 7.9, you click the 7.9, right? So then you, like what you say, you just say continue, and you need 64-bit, and you continue. You agree all of them, and you you continue. And do I need to download everything? No, I just need an ISO. Okay, that's the first one. Okay, so you just need an ISO. But if at all you want to install fresh, like hey Kishore, how did you install Linux on this? Then I had to you have to prepare a DVD, and using a DVD you can do that. Or actually recently I had to do this. The other way is like, you can have a USB and you can burn the ISO onto a USB and do installation using that one also. There are different ways how you can do, but yeah, you need to do this. But otherwise, I already have installed Linux and I want to have another Linux, then this ISO is enough for you. ISO is a single file. So that way you can download the software. I just need an ISO file, right? So I should be having this ISO file. I just have to search. Yeah. Okay, see, it went on 6.10. Yeah, OEL 7.9, OEL 8.6. OEL means Oracle Enterprise Linux, right? So for our current, initially we need this, these things, and this ISO file you need. Okay, right? Using this, you can do the installation. Okay, then after that, you also need Oracle 12.2 software. Okay, 12.2 software and 12.12 software also, but you have to install 12.2, then you can upgrade to 12.212. So for that also, no problem. You just have to, I just updated the screenshots just today only because every time they they change, right? So now how do I get there? So this software is around 45 GB of software is there. So what you have to do is you just have to go here and run this Oracle e-business 12.2 12.2.12. You just enter and you search. So it is the first one what you get. Okay, and you select it. Okay, you select it. So then you just say continue. You say continue. Right? Then do I need everything? Do I need everything? No. So we need the 12.2 basic one and also 12.2 software. So initially you don't need it, but eventually you need it. So you have to download separately and keep it. Don't mix up with this one. I don't need documentation. I don't need mobile archive. I don't need all this. I need 12C software. 19C later on you can have. Later on you can download. But for this installation you don't need. WebTire you need. WebLogic you need. I don't need this. Okay, Linux I don't need because in the previous, yeah. So basically you need 12.2 current because initially you have to install 12.2. Then you have to upgrade to 12.2 12. Maybe you can include 19C. Right now you may not need, but because we are going to upgrade from 12.2 to 19C. So in 19C, the base release is 19.3. Then these are the supported operating systems. So we go with Linux. Okay, so you have to select you have to select this the operating system, right? And then you continue. And you continue. So then you get this. So in this, like, you have to install 12.2. All of this you need to download. Then 12.2.12, you have to keep it separately. Don't mix up with this. Then all of this. Then you need 12C software. You need 19.3, but not now. You need this 11.09, and also you need the WebLogic. All of this you need to download. So the best thing is you get this wget option. So total software is 66.5 GB. For our installation and to upgrade to 12.212, right? This is 66 GB. Don't download everything in one place. Like, I'll just, right. You get this wget option and you can download them. Then you need to separate it. You just have to separate it. So I separated it. I'll just show you. I just separated it like. Right. So I just separated it. Like, for example, in 12.211, I don't need for the current installation, but I just downloaded and kept it. 12.2 software. Just today only I did it. 12.212. So 19C I didn't download it. And whereas my stage files is like 27 files. So these are the files. So you just need this base 12.2 plus 11.19 plus the WebLogic server plus the 12C. The 4 components you need. So I have, where can I find this information? No, I kept it everything. So these are basically for the staging, right? Of course, this is everything. This is the complete software, right? This is the complete software, but I have put like, what do I need? What basically basically for the staging, you just need these 27 files. Don't have extra, don't have less also. Basically 27 files, you can compare. So if you do anything, yeah.
Sir, these 27 files are same what we have downloaded in the earlier releases, or there is changes?
No, there is no changes. Only that on top of it, there's one patch. So that is what is a new thing. But this 27 files remains the same. Right. So this 27 files remains the same. Then I'll be, I have installed this VirtualBox. It could be Windows or Linux. Today, I'll be showing you the installation of Oracle Enterprise Linux 7.9. Okay, I'll be showing you the installation of that. So I have so you may be using Windows machine or you may be using a Linux machine, but you should see that this VirtualBox is installed. For me already, I've installed using this particular command. So I have my VirtualBox. I'll just follow. I'll just I'll be doing this in Oracle Enterprise Linux. So instead of talking, what I'll do, what I'm doing is I'll be showing you the installation. 7.9. Okay, you just need the ISO file. Okay, how do you do this installation? Okay. So for example, I want to create a new operating system. So what I say machine new. So say what we'll give the name Oracle e-business 12.2. Like, we give this. Okay, we need to allocate space for it. I need to allocate a space. So in that case, what I need to know, I need to know where I have the space. Okay. So I have a space here, 400 GB, 300 GB I need. So I have a space here. So what I do, I'll create a new folder. Okay, this is the month is September. So I give Oracle e-business. September, just to be little clear for us. Okay? So this is the place I will store my operating system. Okay, this is the place everything will be stored for me, right? So I just replace it, right? And you say next. So I need to allocate how much RAM. So you are basically splitting that machine into different pieces. You have 64 GB RAM and you are allocating like 16 GB because that is the minimum thing you require. And I also have to allocate space, right? I have to allocate space also. So dynamically allocation you can take. Okay, how much space I need? I need like, say, for example, I need 300 GB for me. And I say create. That's it. Right? So now after this, I need to change a few things. So then I go to settings. I go to network. So I make it like a bridged adapter. Instead, I don't want to go for NAT because I want to access from any laptop. In my home, I have 3-4 laptops. So that's why I need a bridged adapter instead of NAT. NAT will be, it is only that from that machine only we can access, but I want to access my laptop also. And storage. Now I need to tell where is my ISO file. Okay. Where is my ISO file? Here is my ISO file. Right. So what I do, I go here and I tell my system, hey, please go to this particular location. And this is the ISO file of 7.9, which has the operating system. So I'm adding to that ISO file.
Sir, you added 8.6. You added
8.6. Okay, thank you for settings. And I go to storage and I go here. Yeah, you're right. I go to choose. Okay, I go here. I say enter. 7.9. 7.9. Okay. So now you say okay. So now you say you start this. So now what will happen is this particular software will pick up that ISO file, and that that software has an operating system, right? And it will install for you, right? So this Oracle VM is a pretty cool tool by which we can have multiple operating system on your machine, right? I may need Windows machine, I may need Linux machine. So if I want to install RAC, and I was practicing this RAC, so I have two VMs, right? I may want to work on Windows, I may want to work on Red Hat Linux. I explored Red Hat Linux also this year. It's a 1 year they give free for you. But since Oracle Enterprise Linux is free for you, I don't want to introduce Red Hat Linux for you. But most of the customer places are in the AWS migration, where I work, they are on Red Hat Linux. Whereas if you go to Oracle Cloud, mostly you'll be using Oracle Enterprise Linux. There is nothing much difference between them. Yeah, just want to tell you. Okay, so I'll select this English. Okay. So anywhere, if you have any queries, you can just stop me and ask me. Today we have less activity. So first day itself, I don't want to, or put a lot of things for you. Okay, and now what I need to do, I need to select the software selection. Little tricky, but first time, yeah, I wanted to show you. Okay, so here I want server with GUI. Let me, so that's the reason why I always refer my documentation. Because I need to select some specific software. Everything is there in my screenshot. Okay. Yeah, software selection, I need to select, right, server with GUI, and then I go to server with GUI, I should go. In that, I need to select compatible libraries and development tools. Okay. I'll follow you. Perfect. Okay, I selected it. Then what I should need to do? Okay, I need to give a host name also. So once you're done, completed the selection, you have to say done. Right? So then what I can do, I can give a host name also. Okay, and I will give a name for it. Like for example, I can give like ERP R12 dot my domain name. My domain name is appsdba.info. It could be oracle.com, it could be amazon.com, but I am using this appsdba.info. I will enable the, the Ethernet. See, automatically it picked up DNS. So automatically it has allocated an IP address for me because my system is connected to a router and the router has given this IP address. Okay. Yeah. What is this configure? Okay. Yeah, it has automatically picked up IPv4 and by default automatically it picked up. So the advantage is you will be connected to internet. If you automatically, if your system is connected, it will get from the DNS machine. You have an advantage of the system connecting to internet. Okay, here, what we can do, you can do a partitioning. By default, automatic partitioning is there, but suppose I want to do a partitioning, then what you need to do, I will configure partitioning. I don't want automatic partitioning because I want to give separate disks for everything. So that's the reason why I select this and I say I will configure partitioning. Okay, then I say done. Now it will ask you like how you want to allocate, right? So then let me also check. Let me check my screenshot so that I don't make any mistakes. Right, I will configure partitioning. Then I give separate spaces like D01 Oracle 260 GB swap space and everything like that. Okay. So what I'll do, I give plus. Okay, I give like for example, I give a swap. So swap is normally double of your RAM. So 15 GB. So I give around like 30 GB. 30 GB add mount point. And also I will allocate a root partitioning. So root, I give like 30 GB. I give 30 GB. I give. Okay. So then remaining 240 GB is there. 240 GB is there. So what I'll do, I'll allocate like for example, D01 Oracle. 3 is enough for us. So remaining space like 240 GB. And you add the mount point. That's it. Okay, there is some 17 GB, which is okay. Oh, okay, we can create like for example /home and give this like 17 GB. Right. So like this, you can manually, the operating system will be there in the root. You have a SAP space, you have home, you have D01 Oracle. Now you say done. Okay. Okay.
Sir, boot is like 2 gig is enough, sir. Oh, 10
Yeah.
gig is 2
Yeah,
gig is
yeah.
more. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I can change it.
Just remove and okay, it's up to you.
Yeah. Okay, so no worries. So it has accepted the changes. Yeah. So see, if you can see that everything is now taken care. Yeah. Now I can begin the installation. Okay. So now the installation is started. So I can give a root password. And you say done. And you can create a user if you want. And you can give a password. That's it. Right? Okay. So like this, you can do the you do the operating, you do the institution. I given how I have given it. So app I only given root. Okay, boot I given only /boot, as Sridhar told, you can only give like 1 TB, 1 GB is enough. Okay, so you just do the you do the installation, and you security policies, you just off it, and you software selections. I given you the screenshots. So whatever you're doing, try to have everything screenshot. It will eventually, for a DBA life, documentation is Kunwar is there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You leave the partition XFS. Why not ext4? One time I faced the issue for that, na.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you can use it. For me, I didn't give errors. I didn't go. Yeah, you see, we cannot go directly to Linux 8 now, because 12.2 is not supported on Linux 8. So you have to upgrade and then go to Linux 8. Minimum 12.23 you need if at all you want to use Linux 8. So
oh, that's it.
Okay. I literally I for one project I struggled for 1 month. So 20 years experience struggling to install a Linux 8. Then fortunately I put in my website also that only one fellow told me that direct 12.2 is not supported on directly support on Linux 8. So you have to be minimum 12.8. So that's the reason what we do is we upgrade it.
Okay.
We upgrade it, and then we use for Linux 2.8. Yeah.
So how about migrating from or cloning directly?
Yeah, you can go. You can do that. That's all. So you can do anything like that. You can do like anything like that. Right. Yeah, I would have mentioned somewhere. Yes.
Just kind of trying to understand the previous question. Is it XFS versus ext4? What was that question? Just trying to understand.
Yeah, I saw, like Kunwar was telling you can go with XSF also, but for our training it doesn't matter, ext4 or XFS, anything is fine. I mean, unless there is no error, you should be fine. Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, yeah, this will go for some time. right? And then you can after that we may have to install some packages. If you are in Oracle Enterprise Linux, you are lucky because Oracle directly gave you a ready-made package, a ready-made package called Oracle eBusiness Server R12 pre-installed. But only the thing is you need to be on the net. You need to able to Google. See my thing. I'm able to Google. The same thing you should also able to do. So if you only use that, you should not use NAT server. You should use the bridge server. So then automatically, and also your router should assign an IP address. So then you will be on the net. Then you can use this, this package. It will install all the packages, including the users, including the settings of semaphores, everything it will do for you, right? So it will install all the packages for you, less headache for you. Only that apart from that, you may have to install OpenMotif. Then it is done. Then you open the etc host file. You make your IP address and the host name changes. So see, in the brackets I put ignore if you are using yum utility. So yum utility has already done everything for you. Yeah, yum has done everything for you. So if you are not using yum,
But are we using pre-install options?
Yeah, that's what, you install this package, right? So it will take care of everything for you.
For on Linux 8.
On Linux 8, yeah, no. Initially we are going 7.9, right? So then we'll come to Linux 8
Yes.
and then we'll, yeah.
Okay, super. Right.
Right. So you have to create an inventory folder. Inventory is mandatory in 12.2. One time you do this. Then you disable the firewall. We don't want to take care of all these firewalls. So you can disable the firewall using this. Maybe after complete installation, you can make it static because, every time you reboot, you don't want to get a new dynamic IP. So you can convert from dynamic to, now it's a dynamic IP. And then, after doing all installation, you can convert it to dynamic to static so that every time you reboot it, you don't get a new IP. So how to do that? I given the steps. So once you make it right, you will not be able to connect to internet, which is okay. Okay, so then the staging comes up. Then the staging comes up, right? So in the 27 files, you'll have like 3 files. I'll be just we can go to this. Maybe today we can do the staging also. While the installation happening, we'll do the staging. So I told you that we need like 27 files. Okay, so especially I kept it to go through. I think today we can end with this staging. So as I told you, you need these 27 files only. You need only these 27 files. And what you have to do is you have to unzip. How do you do this? I just have to unzip this free 3 files. Okay. So you can unzip like this. Okay. So there are basically 3 files. So 3 files you can. The start CD, which has the rapid wizard. You don't need to unzip all the files. So as I mentioned, you just have to unzip. So this is like, we normally do a lot of mistakes and we learn from it. So I would have done multiple things, and now a couple of times if you do, you will become an expert in that. Okay. So now now what happens is I got a start CD folder and plus all of these softwares, right? So now what I do, I go to start CD and I go to do the disk one. I go to Rapid Wizard and I go to bin folder and you run this command. Okay. Okay, before that, I want to copy this location where I want to store my files, my installation files. So that is my place where I want to store my installation files. So I want to create a new stage area. Okay, I'll want to. So today only two things. One is how to install operating system and how to create the stage area. And everything has to be done to the perfection. Otherwise, what? One thing in Oracle e-business, one mistake you do, you suffer for 8 hours. So whether you want to suffer, whether you take a cloning, you take a installation, every mistake you do, you suffer 8 hours. So that's the reason, we need to, document everything and do a lot of things. Okay, so Linux. So where you want to, where exactly you want to specify the direct containing the zip files. Yes, this is the location. Okay, so now it is unzipping. Okay, this will take for a while. This for taking for a while, and my installation also is going on. That's all. So today I basically wanted you guys to understand 3 things. One, a basic installation, the PowerPoint presentation which I went through. Then this software staging. This is all our work. I never thought that in some company somebody will tell me to do an installation. Last year I had got it. Even they just want, that's all. Some of the developers, they wanted to use Oracle e-business and they told me to do installation. And then what? I need to download all the software. I need to download the software 12.2. I need to download the 19C software. Then they wanted me to go to 12.210 also. I have to, upgrade also after doing installation. So it's not that it's not that you'll be left alone. They may ask you any point of time. So yeah, it's going on. Meanwhile, I can talk with all of you. Yeah, any queries? Debashish, how are you? Are you following?
Yes, Kishore sir.
Yeah. So yeah, anything, I'll be very much accessible with my WhatsApp. I have like one phone is only for WhatsApp, where most of you are communicating. I don't take calls unless it's urgent, but I do, because I only, that's for, I have another phone where I use for all my communication, and email is the best. I see that all my emails are taken care. So so that is the only way how you can communicate. Hopefully I've added every one of you. If anyone is missing, you tell me. I think yes, Babu, I think you are a new guy. So yeah, so I can add you also into this group. Yeah. Hello, Krishna Mohan, how are you? Raghu. Hi, Raghu.
Hi, sir.
How are you?
Yeah, doing good, sir.
Are you following?
Yes.
Okay. We have Singh. Hi, Singh. Bhagat Singh was there. One more Singh also we have. I'm not sure. Shrikant, I talked. Sumit. Hi, Sumit.
Hi, Kishore sir. How are you?
Oh, audio. Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Okay. Hi, Sumit. Hello, Sumit. Okay. Okay. Hi, Syed. Hello,
Yeah,
Syed.
hi, Kishore sir.
Yeah, how are you?
Hi. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, and
Yeah,
we have.
if we have that configuration, system configuration, 32 GB RAM, is it okay?
32 GB is more than enough. You can practice, apart from installation, you can practice clone, and also we have 32 GB RAM. Only that if you have SSD, it will be much faster for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what you have, that you get, because we need to We need to do installation. We need to learn
Mhm.
upgrades. We need to do cloning. 19C cloning is little tricky,
Oh, okay.
right? 19C cloning is very tricky, but more, everywhere, most of the customers are now into 19C. So you cannot tell that I don't want to do this. You have to do, that's all. So if anything is there, we'll be covering. Here we're not covering 12C, this batch. We are only covering 19C cloning. So we'll be in this batch, mostly will be 19C. It will be Oracle Enterprise Linux 8 X after some time, and also 12.212, the latest version what you are going to installation. Yeah. Hi Syed, Khalid, how are you?
I'm good. Sure. Sorry.
Yeah, good. And Vivek. Hello Vivek,
Hey, Kishore sir.
how are you?
I'm good, sir.
It's
So
been a
can you
while.
share, can you share the complete course content?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. We have added a lot of things, and some of the people are asking some more to add. So I told boss, first let me complete the committed courses, because already the list is growing like anything. Apart from the regular thing, a lot of people have told, they wanted DR setup. Thanks, Shahzad Khan was there. Then I added SSL configuration, then upgrade. Then now
Web start.
Then he added web start. Then one more, our Spencer from Switzerland has asked me. Spencer is there. Hi Spencer, how are you?
Yeah, SSO, yeah.
Yeah, he told me, sure. Can you add this SSO? So luckily I was for one of the customer. We went to 12.214 is the latest version, latest and the greatest version. So we go with Active Directory, OID and OID 12C and OEM 12C. So it's a big list. Yesterday, one more guy was asking OEM, but then I told, let me finish this, because this is all
OEM. Sir, OEM or
OEM, Oracle Enterprise Manager for 13C, so that you can.
Sir, one more thing, sir.
Big class.
Yeah.
Sir, add this OEM. We will never see this OEM in EBS.
No. Hey, no, yeah, we are using OEM 13C.
Oh yeah.
OEM 13C, and we add the database and you do the all troubleshooting.
Yeah, we also use OEM.
OEM 13.5
X12.
No, it does miracles.
Yeah.
So are we covering like upgrade from 12.13 to 12?
Yeah.
To 11? Okay.
Yeah, that one is there. That is there.
So one more thing, migration from Big Indian to Lower Indian.
You put some more. You give me some. you give me 6 months time. I'll do that, all that for you. No, first time because I wanted.
I am doing that. We just started from September 1st. Maybe once I'm done, maybe
for that, right, I need to have a separate operating system. So what operating system we can use it? So that's what, right? It should be feasible. Yeah, I've added this DMZ also. Yeah, this is good. PCP configuration. Nice topics are there. That's what every time I do this, I really enjoy.
One good thing is like Oracle has extended its support to till 2034.
Oh,
so it's good. Whoever, Sridhar son is also wanted to take the career in this night. So it's good to start the career.
Yeah, 10 years.
10 more years, 10 to 11 years.
Yeah.
And later maybe definitely Oracle will come up with separate, alternate option for this.
Correct. Yeah. Right.
I'm putting, I'm really putting 100% effort on this time.
Yeah.
So once I really put all A to Z, how much I can put on my resume? 12 years? 10 years?
Yeah. For your experience, you have to put 12 years.
Okay. Thanks.
Right.
Sir, recently I did cloning cloud to 19C manually.
Altaf, how are you, Altaf? First, I want to tell you hi.
I'm good, sir. Yeah, hi, hello, sir.
After long,
Sir,
how are you?
yeah, I'm good, good.
Yeah, Altaf, tell me.
So, yeah, sir, literally killed the cloning 19C, sir. First time with encryption, TDA.
Yeah. TD encryption.
Wow,
You told me. Yeah, you told me. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
That's the reason once I went to OCI, TD is by default enabled. I only took up the challenge and I prepared a very good document. So every time you do a clone, by default you need to bring the TD the from the
Yes,
production mission, you need to bring that
Yes,
both the
sir.
files, e-wallet file and the, both the files you have to clone. Very interesting, because once you go to OCI, everything is TD enabled and all the table spaces are encrypted.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
We face a lot of issues, sir.
Yeah. So, I just got yesterday Friday night, somebody, my manager told me to install Jenkins. Jenkins on OCI. So just before the class only, see, so now everybody is asking so many things for us, and the only thing is our Google is helping, and YouTube. I just they asked me Jenkins, then I saw a YouTube video was there. He told by Monday I need this. So so then I typed it. I got a document. Now after your thing, after that, they're given a free trial. Our company has their own OCI thing. So I'll be following this document, and I have to. So I never worked on the Jenkins. But they're given you. We have to install it. We cannot say no. I cannot say no, because in my signature I mentioned I'm an Oracle cloud expert. So they will ask me.
There, sir. You are a cloud expert.
So whatever they give you, I have to take. I put Azure. Azure also I have completed. Oracle e-business, at least this free certificates. I yesterday only that security one was there. I need to thank Sumit also. 8 certificates, one by one. I'm just cleared. So 8 certificates means at least I would have saved 8 to the 160, $1,600. Huh? Each one is around $200, right? So good that glad God give that I could get this free time. It's very tough to clear one certificate. You need a lot of people who are clearing certificate. They know how much time, effort you need. Luckily, my office environment, they try to pull me everywhere, but I somehow I tell something, and I because I want to learn this, and I don't want to once an exam is free, I don't want to just leave it for like that. What has happened?
Hi Kishore, here is Babu.
Hi.
Yeah. So actually, I am expecting for that migrating the on-premise to cloud. Why? Because actually previously I already
I know
that I have missed your classes in Udemy since your membership has been completed.
I know.
Completed. Right?
Yeah. Sure.
So,
sure.
What best option? Sorry, sir. So what are the best cloud options other than the Oracle, OCI and Azure for our EBS?
See, actually for me now, after this 1 year of experience, I'm thinking OCI is the first and AWS is the second. If you know these two, right, both are really masters. I'm finding very less customers in Azure also. I worked on Azure also, I showed you, right? But I'm thinking this too. But yeah, I'm thinking if you are good in OCI and AWS, if you are Oracle e-business, you can move, because within the last 1 year I did both. The market share of AWS is best one, right? And next, of course, we are in Oracle Cloud. So I'm giving less preference to Azure actually, because I'm not finding any customer, even in my company also, there's no customer with Azure. Last year we put a lot of effort. It is good. It's good. But still
because even our client initially started migrating to Azure, but we are half the way around. But because of some issues where Oracle and the Azure did not address that proper way, and we have dropped that project.
Yeah, you told me last year. You only inspired me.
Yes. Yes.
You only inspired for me to this Azure. I cleared 2 certificates in that. But in my company
Yeah.
also, even though there is nobody came, only AWS came. Means their system on-premises was running on Oracle, so they wanted to move to AWS, and successfully
Right.
I told I moved to the thing. See,
Yeah, that's where my client database is around 8 TB, sir. And while migrating it, we could able to do, but later for restore and recovery part, they have some queries. Our DBS had some queries, and that was not being addressed in a proper way. I think they have some issues in case of restore and recovery part. So that's where we have dropped our plans moving to Azure.
Okay. Yeah. So So no problem. Coming to Yes Babu, so I have videos and the notes for that migrations last year. We did 8 different ways.
Yes, I actually I have been subscribed total list I subscribed.
I know.
Unfortunately,
yeah, I know. For a lot of people, they are removing.
Very nice. For coming to that data guard, you have splitted that application node and DB node, and you have been did the DR setup both for database. As actually, I got a chance for the next 3 months. No project in my hand, so I got a chance. When I log into the Udemy.
No problem. You ask me.
When I try to some of the courses there.
No. Yeah. You ask me whatever you want. I have the the videos. I have this. You ask me like what you want, and I can help you. I can upload to a website, and I can help you with that. Yeah, DR setup. I think this is the doc. Yeah, these are the videos what I prepared, and I have a documentation also. So you tell me what. Yeah. You tell me what do you want, and I'll help you with that. Okay.
Yeah, sure. So is there any other than the WhatsApp, is there any number to talk with you like?
Yeah, you just ping me. If it's very urgent, we can always we can talk. I have another call. You just message me.
Not today. As of
I have another. I will share again. Required. Sure. I'll share it. Okay. So another 7 minutes is there. Before we wind up, see the operating system is installed. Okay, we'll just because we have 7 minutes time. This is operating system is installed for you. So what you have to do is first you need to identify what is the IP address. Okay, so what is the IP address? Okay, 23. So this is my IP address. This is a base Linux vanilla system, and if you see, you can connect to outside world also. So you can install the yum utilities. Okay, so now what you do, you have to come to you have to open a session. Okay, and you can connect from your laptop machine. As I told you, my machine is somewhere in the hall, but I can connect because okay, so this is my machine name and this is my root. I connect to that machine. Now I'm connected from my laptop machine. I'm able to connect because my router has assigned an IP address to that machine. Come on, what happened? Why are you taking time? Okay.
So today's recording will be available when?
Yeah, by Monday I will give you both the recording.
So that has you will be sending in that WhatsApp or?
Yeah, I'll be sending an email. Yeah, in the mail I'll be. In the mail I'll be sending.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm connected. Okay, from my host machine I'm connected. Host machine. Oh, okay. It came. Okay. So now I'm connected to this machine. Okay. So now we have to install the packages. We'll just install the packages and we'll just we will leave because that will take a pretty good time. So for that we need to set yum. Set up yum. So you just have to run this thing. It has to bring the latest repository. Yeah, it has to bring the latest repository, and we need to update one update on add-ons, you need to give it to 1. It's documented. You're bringing the latest repository, and what you're doing is you have to make this 1. And then what you can do, you can run this wonderful package which will install everything for you. So okay, I will. I think it is Oracle repository. Let me check that. Add-ons.
Is this the way in real time also, or the server team will take care?
Server team only we be doing. We don't do this. Server team only we be doing. In Oracle, if you're Red Hat Linux, right? It is little complex because I have to do for one customer. Every package we need to install. But if it is Oracle Enterprise Linux, we have to do the same process. So even in OCI, in Oracle Cloud OCI also, we deploy a compute instance, and because it's an IaaS model, right? So you have to, because it's an Oracle Enterprise Linux, so then you need to follow the same process, and this will do a tremendous job for you. It will install all the packages for you. It will create the Oracle user. It will create the things. Actually, in eventually the Linux administration, it is now on the AppsDB only. Because especially once you move to cloud, there is nothing like there is no Linux administrator. We have to do everything. So it is good that if you do this installation, because I'm telling you honestly, I'm a cloud OCI this thing where I'm working as solution architect. Everything I have to do, including Samba setup, including printer setup. There is no Linux administrator. So all the activities, including increasing the volume. Suppose your database is like 500 GB allocated and it has reached 490 GB. You are responsible for increasing it. Normally, those activities are done by Linux administrator. But once you go to cloud, now all of the responsibility. Now what happened? It also creates the sysctl.config file. See, everything, all the semaphores are set. Oracle user is created for you. Application manager is created for you. All this is created for you, right? So this is what that package does. So we'll do there are 2 extra steps. So before we can complete this, at least, okay, plus OpenMotif, right? Okay, let me install this OpenMotif. This doesn't comes by default. So we need to install separately. Okay, then 2 steps apart from that we need to do. We need to, what is my mission? ERP R12. So 192.168.123 ERP R12.appsdba dev.info ERP R12. That's all, alias name. Okay, so now you ping it ERP R12. Yeah, you're able to do this. This is the first step what we do. One more is inventory fixing. Inventory fixing also we need to do. Inventory fixing. Yeah, you create this directory, you change the owner, and blah blah blah, and etc. Oracle. 2 steps are mandatory. As it is, I can copy and paste it, and then I open this. Without having inventory location, installation will not be successful. So you just copy this and you paste it. With this, your complete prereqs are completed. Okay, I'll just stop the firewall. I don't want to involve firewalls and all this. Right. With this, you are completed with your main installation. Okay. So I think we'll take a break. The staging also is completed, but on top of it, yeah, the staging is actually completed. But after that, on top of it, there is one There's one patch. See, now staging is completed. See, all the things is verified, stagings are verified, everything. So what actually the staging did is, so if you see, if you go to the stage files, it has basically extracted. It has to do the extraction. So, and it created you the tech stack, the start CD, this folder and this folder. All this it has created, right? But now recently, recently they came up. There's one more patch on top of it. What we need to apply. This was like 5-10 years before. This is the process. This is the process. But now what has happened is, if you see the latest document, they told to apply a consolidated fixes patch, right? So they told us to apply this consolidated fix. So this is one extra step. So maybe because 10 years old software, right? Within 10 years, a lot of things would have happened. So that's the reason why we need to apply one particular patch on top of it. So I'll just show those steps. So for that, I need this location. This was not needed earlier, but if you see the latest documentation, you need it. So I just already downloaded the patch. So this is the 329 consolidated fixes, and now on top of it, you need to run this.
Sir, where do we find this patch?
It's there in the support only. Support.
Not EDW, huh?
Not EDW, in the support only. So it will ask you, hey, where is your start CD? And you have to enter that. Okay. So it is start CD. Okay, on top of it, we need to apply. I'm just trying to find the correct location. So I enter this and I give this. Oh, now I get it. So basically what it does is, these are all the bug fixes. Okay. So just before the start CD, that location we need to give you. So what it does is, it takes some patches. It takes some patches and it writes to that location. Okay, I get what you're telling. Okay, so here, yeah, just before the start CD. Yeah, so after this start CD is there. So what it does, it takes some bug, because it's a consolidated fixes, right? So what it does is, it takes all these patches and updates it. Okay, so it has updated. It has updated that files. So now what you have to do, you have to again go to your, then only you have to do the installation, because it has fixed a lot of fixes. A lot of customers have faced a lot of issues. So then what they can do, they have released this patch. Okay, so now there's one more last step what we need to do, called build stage we need to run. Yes. And now you should not create a new stage area, because stage area is already created. You just have to copy patches to the stage area. So what you do, you just give this to. So Linux. Stage area will now stage the one-off patches. So what is happening is it takes these patches and applies all on top of it. Yeah, see, it is copying to stage area. Right, finished copying additional patches. That's it. So this is one extra step. Like people who attended my last batch to this batch, this is one extra step. If you see the support link, support link, they provided this information where you have to perform this now. Yeah, so that is one thing. So now we are completed. All this staging is ready. Now tomorrow we are ready to do the installation. The system is also ready for you. So that's all I have for today. You cannot directly install 19C. You cannot directly install 19C. I'm also looking for that option. Yeah, as of now, I didn't find any documentation who was telling directly you can do the installation. But if you can find, you can let me know. I'm telling I cannot. But if at all you can find it, it will be a great thing. I'm not able to find any good documents. Yeah, the patch to get from Metallic support. Yes, the patch you need to get from Spencer. Yes, patch you need to get from support. Yes.
Can we install this Oracle VM on Windows 11?
Yeah, you can install. See, I have my Windows, right? This is my Windows machine. And yeah, I have installed Oracle VM. Because I have only 16 GB RAM, so I'm not using this machine. So if it is my laptop itself is 16 GB. So that's why I cannot use it for any other purpose. So that's the reason why I have my laptop and I have my server. Actually, server is a Xeon server. It's a Xeon server machine. So it's a 64 GB. I break them into small pieces. Even Sridhar also, I think he has a heavy configuration. He also does the same thing. You have a huge machine and you can split up. So now since the activity is completed, so how do I shut down this? I shut down the operating system. The guest machine I'll shut down first. So first I shut down the guest machine. So what it will happen? My guest is stopped. Okay. So this machine is stopped. Now it is stopped. So then I have to stop the main host machine. But before I stop, because there is a application running, right? So I have to stop it and then I shut down my main server. So this is the way I follow this process. So this is my application is running. And I have to shut down my application. I have to shut down my database and then I shut down my main server. Right? So this is the process I follow. I have my on my host machine, I have one installation, like 2 years old batch. It is a 12.29. I'm using for that just for your thing. Okay. So I'm pretty much done. If you have anything, you can ask me. Whatever request you have, you send me email, whatever you want. You can ping me in the WhatsApp. I'll be every day. I see that all my requests are being taken care. Okay. So hope you liked my session. If you don't have any queries, we are done for today. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I want to ask one question.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, sometimes some FND process remain left. Why is when you shut down the application?
See, there may be some concurrent requests which are running, right? They won't have completed. So that's why this FND Libra programs will be still there. If there is a script which is there. What are the programs which are currently running? When all programs are completed, you will have only one FND Libra. That is the ICM. That one you can kill it. That will not get killed. So normally what will happen is you will find FND Libra 4 or 5 processes. If you find 4 or 5 processes, it means that there are 3 or 4 concurrent programs which are running. 3 or 4 concurrent programs which are running. So normally what I do is I run a query which will tell me what are the current concurrent programs they are running. So if at all I want to kill it, I'll kill them. If it's a production, I need to inform my customer that, hey, I'm killing these programs. Right? Yeah. So
The second question is my I supply node is get down and crash. I have a backup. If I untar this backup and auto config, this will register over there or not?
I need
This
to
will
really, I need to really see your thing. I cannot directly tell what's going on. So you are the correct judge for that.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the other question?
Okay.
Okay, I can start the Vivek. I can send you the thing from today itself. Okay.
Okay,
Chala then. Bye, guys.
Sir, hello.
Yeah. Hi, Devashish.
Hi, sir. Sir, this document which you are following, that one which you had sent, that advanced and regular, that one only, or with anything different from that?
It is changed from last year to this year, right? So there are like, the new patch came up. So it's the same
Okay.
document, but the new changes have come up. Like this year we wanted to go with 12.211. Whatever I send you
So you
was
will
last
be
year. I'll be sending you the latest one.
okay. So
Every week, Monday morning, you'll get the 2 videos and this week's documentation you'll get. Latest documentation you'll get.
okay, okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Chalo.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.